Okay, hi guys. Part 2 of the video that I made earlier, the poor will always be here. And the reason I wanted to make a part 2, partly because of the commenter, and thank each and every one of you for your comments, by the way. But the one commenter, and you can read it in the comment section, it's not like you can't read it yourself. And he said, he first started out with, yes, the poor will always be here, but, so he gives a rebuttal, we're called to take care of them. As if I said in the video that we're not called to take care of the poor. Now, maybe this person said this, they were just expounding on what I said, but it doesn't seem so. It seems like they're actually going against what I said from the very first phrase, first sentence of the comment. So let me just, before I go on with part 2, just to bring clarity on what I said on part 1, just if you're going to have a rebuttal about some statements that I made, please, if you could, make them biblical. Don't give me your opinion, because what I try to do on this channel is I try to bring forth wisdom and knowledge that is sola scriptura. I really try to bring it according to scripture. Even if I talk about topics like the siege continent or something like that, that to me is still biblical. Okay? They lie in our system. And 1 Corinthians 4:4 says Satan is the god of this system of things. And he's the father of lies. So therefore, there's a lot of lies in this system. You're not going to get the truth unless you get it from Christ. Now, with that, my point in the last video, in talking about the poor will always be here, that's what Jesus said. And I also stressed in the video that Judas Iscariot was down with helping the poor. Just like you are. Judas Iscariot was down. Remember when, do I have to say it again? The alabaster of ointment that was broke over Jesus for the burial, Judas Iscariot got mad about that and said we could have sold that and had money for the poor. And that's when Jesus said the poor will always be with you. But I went on to say that being poor isn't necessarily a bad thing. Jesus also said the poor are rich in spirit. And of course they are. The poor is going to be a lot more rich in spirit because they don't have like money and material possessions and the things of this world to really hinder them. Here's a verse. It's more difficult for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, all right, than for a camel to enter into the eye of a needle or pass through the eye of a needle. Yes, we're called not only to help, and I'm going to close with this. We are called not only to help the poor, but all souls that are oppressed and downtrodden. It don't matter what economic status you're in or if you have food to eat. Even if your enemy hungers, you give your enemy food or water if they're thirsty. Any broken soul. The believer, you said Christian, I'll say the believer, the follower of Jesus is called to mend those broken hearts. It doesn't matter if you're poor or rich or whatever. Rich people are also broken. So with that, and I just threw out like 5 or 6 verses. So if you have a rebuttal against what I'm saying, please counteract it with more scripture. If I'm wrong here, can you tell me how I'm wrong according to scripture? Because this isn't Darren's opinion. Okay? This isn't my opinion. All right. I had to say that one twice. God bless you. I'll talk to you next time.